Hey everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video is going to be a new get ready with me. I was not planning on filming this style of video today, but I actually received this guy in the mail. This is the Urban Decay BackTalk palette, the new palette. I've been so excited for this guy, and I actually got it in PR from Urban Decay, which I was so shocked about, and I am just itching, I'm just itching to get into this. So I decided to do a little get ready, and having the focus for eyes and face be with the Urban Decay BackTalk palette. I do have a newer foundation to me that I'm trying out as well, some new liners and a new lip product also. So just this, and then also the lip product is first impression. The other items I'm using are items that I have been testing out for a while, so I can kind of give my thoughts as I am applying them, but that's what we're going to be doing today. A portion of this video is going to be sponsored by Color Science. They recently sent me this product that I was a little unsure about on first until I started trying it, and then I was like, yes, please, I will talk about this because the results from this thing is kind of crazy. This is called their Total Eye 3-in-1 Renewal Therapy. I'm going to demo it so you can see the difference. So I'm completely makeup free, so you can see the difference on this guy, and I'm also going to show you some before and after photos as well. But that's actually what we're going to start off with. So big thank you to Color Science for sponsoring a portion of this video. So before we get into makeup, I want to show you guys what this does. So why don't we go ahead and get started. So I have you guys zoomed in because the focus is going to be on the eyes here. So like I said, Color Science is sponsoring this portion of the video, but it's what I've been doing before I start to apply my makeup each day for almost 2 weeks now that I've been trying out this product, and I've been pretty freaking excited about the results from this, hence why I'm now making this video. So again, this is called the Total Eye 3-in-1 Renewal Therapy, and what this is a corrector for the eyes. So I have the little box here as well. It says it corrects dark circles, it brightens and depuffs, and it smooths fine lines and wrinkles. So when you open it up, this is what it looks like, and then this applicator here is very cooling, even without, you know, putting in the fridge or anything like that. It's cooling right away, so when you put it onto your face, you're immediately getting the kind of the cooling factor, which will then help to depuff the eyes. I have other eye gels and eye creams like this with this kind of applicator, and I really enjoy it, especially for the morning time, because in the mornings a lot of times my eyes can be pretty puffy. I do not sleep the best. I've mentioned that in several videos. Okay. So when I keep reading, it says, with a powerful clinical ingredients, Total Eye 3-in-1 Renewal Therapy provides a rested, youthful appearance by visibly improving signs of skin aging. The appearance of dark circles, puffiness, fine lines, and wrinkles are minimized, while potent hydration helps restore the health of the delicate under eye area. There is also SPF 35 in this, which I think is great, and then it does have a peachy tone to it, which for me is great. That's kind of what I enjoy when it comes to any sort of like color correcting around my eyes, because it helps with the discoloration and kind of the dark circles that I can get around my eyes. My picture that I took with this guy, this was the very first day that I tried it, and you can see that on one eye I do not have it applied, and on the other eye I have it applied. And it was one of those things where, like, I've always known that my eye area can not look the best upon waking up in the morning until I put some full coverage concealer on it. But taking that photo and seeing the difference between my two eyes, I was like, I don't know if I actually realized how bad it was. I've continually been using this, and I just woke up a couple hours ago, and this is what my eyes look like. It would be the same as when I took that picture, and I feel like I can tell that my eye area is improving from how I used to wake up looking to how I'm now waking up looking after using it for 2 weeks every single day. So I'm going to keep using this every single day and see how my results just continue to improve, because I'm pretty happy with this. I'm much more confident like this than I have been when I took that first photo. So I was pretty excited over this. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I would apply it. So what you do for the applicator is that you actually push it up here, and then the product comes out like that. And then I just kind of dot it around my eye area, and then I use the applicator first to kind of blend it in, so you can see, well, hopefully you can see on camera that it has that kind of peachy color to it. So first I like to do it with the applicator, because like I said, it is a cooling applicator, so it will help to depuff. So I start to do it that way, and then it is also recommended to just take your finger and start to blend it in. So that is what I'm going to do. And you can put it all over your eye area, underneath your eye, and then also on your eyelid as well. It is safe for that. Okay, so I have this eye with the product on it and completely blended out. This eye has nothing on it yet. I mean, you can see the difference. This makes me so excited, and I don't know if this seems like a random thing, but it just does make me really excited because I just see the differences so well, and it just makes me feel so much more confident. This is one of the first things that I do in the morning, and then I usually run my errands in the morning, and it's just, you know, sometimes it's been that thing where before I run out, I just add a little bit of concealer just to kind of like make myself feel better. I don't scare the guy at the post office, you know, that sort of thing. But this has been really cool because instead of starting to feel like I have to jump into my makeup routine or already start to put my concealer on, this is now just a part of my skincare step that I do in the morning. And I just think it's fantastic. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye as well. So this guy is $69. It says that you can get a 60-day use out of it if you use it morning and evening, so that's twice a day. I typically use mine in the morning. Science did also give me a code for a free mascara, their mascara in their collection. You can get a free mascara with the purchase of the eye renewal, so I did want to mention that. I'll have the code on the screen, and then I will also have it in my description box, and of course I will have a link to it as well. I will say when they reached out to me to chat about this, I was like, you know what, I'll give it a try and I'll see how it goes. If it is something that I get really excited about, that's when I like to be able to share my findings with people, and I couldn't believe how excited I was, especially just looking at that before and after photo of the first time that I tried it. I've been very impressed with it. It's just been such a boost in my like morning skincare routine. If you are someone who does struggle with discoloration around your eyes, dark circles, fine lines, things like that, then this would be a good product for you. Obviously, if you do not have those types of issues, I wouldn't say that it would be something that is necessary for you right now. But if you've been looking for something to not only correct right now, but to also have a longer term effect, like I said, I'm going to keep continuing to use this, and I want to compare my before after photo from starting it 2 weeks ago to like in 4 weeks and then even 6 weeks. I want to compare all of those photos and see what my under eye looks like. But from using it every morning, I've definitely been able to tell a difference. I typically apply this as a part of my skincare routine, so it's usually a couple hours that I let go by before I'm actually doing my makeup. So I would let a few hours go by, and then I would come in with a eye primer like I normally would. So that is what I'm going to do for today's video, and we are going to jump into the BackTalk palette, which I'm quite excited about. Okay, so I did put my eye primer down, so now I'm finally gonna jump into the BackTalk palette. I am so excited about this. So this palette is pretty cool if you haven't seen it yet. So it has eyeshadows on one end, all of my tones, especially right now, and then you have face shades on the other end, and then it also does come with a double-sided mirror, which you can magnetically put in there. I thought that was pretty awesome. The palette is $46. It is available now. It is exclusive to Sephora, so I will have it linked down below, of course. And I was so surprised to get this from Urban Decay. I'm just gonna go ahead and get started, otherwise I'm gonna sit here and talk forever. But I'm first gonna take 3 sheets, this first one right here, and I'm going to put that all over the eye to kind of set the primer. It looks to be like a really pale pink. I was not expecting to get this from Urban Decay. I do get some PR from Urban Decay, but I don't expect anything from any brand. Like, no matter if I seem to get all of their PR or I get some, I just am not in that mindset where I expect anything. But I was so excited about this palette. If you watched the Will I Buy It where I featured it, I was dancing over it. Like, I was just so excited for this one. Okay, now I'm going to take the shade BackTalk, because of course that's what I had to use, and a blending brush. I'll have everything linked down below as always. But I was so excited for it, and then it's so crazy because the day before I'm filming this, I was filming my Will I Buy It video. And in my Will I Buy It video, I was talking about a couple of foundations, and I was mentioning how I was looking at them on Sephora, and I was saying I really need to place my Sephora order. I've been meaning to do it, and I was like, the BackTalk palette has been out and I haven't even freaking ordered it yet. Like, I've just been so busy, and I kind of explained in there like what's going on. It has a lot to do with the author side of my life. I have a lot going on there. We're also going on a vacation next week to Arizona for 5 days, and so I've been kind of stressing getting all my work done before we leave for that, so I can actually just like enjoy vacation. This color is beautiful. I'm loving it. It's building in the crease very well. And then I was trying to decide if I wanted to order this Cover FX foundation that I was mentioning in my Will I Buy It video or what to do. But yesterday, after I got done filming the Will I Buy It video, I went back to Sephora, I added my samples, I added my point perk that I wanted, I added my birthday gift because my birthday is coming up. Added my birthday gift in there, which I didn't really love all of the choices this year. I was a little bit sad about that. But I picked out my birthday gift and I was like, okay, I'm gonna place this order tonight. I still need to check eBates. I needed to resurrect my gift card that I still have for Sephora that I always, you know, I put my gift cards in a safe place. Can't find them. I do this all the time. So I was like, I need to make sure I can find my gift card. And then it was like, it was like 5 hours later because I got started. I'm a judge in a writing contest coming up, and my days are truly just spent reading all of these entries. I have over 50 entries. I have to read them. I have to critique them in several different categories. I have to rate them. It's a lot of work. So I got invested in that and then editing a YouTube video and just once again put off my Sephora order. But it was like 5 hours after I got done with the Will I Buy It video, the UPS man came and this palette showed up. I was like, no way, like no, I just didn't think Urban Decay was sending this out in PR. I hadn't seen anybody else get it in PR and it had already come out. It was already released. So I was like, oh, they're just not putting it out in PR probably because people are so excited about it. You know, I felt like I was pretty excited about it, but even in my Will I Buy It video, it seemed like a lot of people were saying they wanted it. So I was like, oh, they're just not sending it in PR. I was like, I don't care, it's $46. I didn't think that was bad for face and eye shades. I was like, duh. Don't even care. Got a Sephora gift card. It's fine. I want to play with this shade that's called Shade. It looks really beautiful. Okay, I did swatch the palette, both face and eye shades, on my Instagram, so I'll insert the photo over here if you want to check it out. I'm first going to apply that one without getting my brush damp. Typically with all shimmers I will use a damp brush, but I like to always try first just so I can get an accurate representation because I know not everybody will always use a damp brush. But here is what Shade is looking like. I think that's pretty. I think it's pretty, but I want some more oomph, so I'm gonna go ahead and spray this. I'm just applying that all over the lid, and I like the way that that looks. It just gave it more of an oomph. But I was so surprised and I was so excited about it, and oh man, I just knew. I got it yesterday. It was like 5 or 6 o'clock at night. Our UPS doesn't come till pretty late. So, I mean, obviously it was like well past filming time for me, but I was like, oh my gosh, I was not expecting to make this video today, but I was like, I can't wait. I can't wait. I want to play with this palette so bad. So I did go ahead and swatch it. The swatches looked pretty good to me. I know people were saying, like the Sephora reviews have been kind of mixed, and some people were saying there wasn't a lot of pigment. I swatched them and they seemed pretty decent to me. There was one face shade, one of the blush shades, that I thought was pretty sheer, but sometimes that is what it is with blushes, which is okay because, you know, you don't want to like look too clownish. But that's the shade that I want to try today on my face just to get an idea. But I mean, I've only used 2 shades so far. This is a first impression. This is not a review of this palette or anything like that. But I wanted to try it out, and I figured I would try it out on camera so you guys could see it as well in case you are still wondering about getting it. But all my eye looks aren't always, you know, super exciting, and especially when I'm trying out a palette, I like to go for like my kind of looks. I'm just kind of blending everything together, but I like to go for, you know, a technique that I know, a technique that I'm used to, sort of thing. So that's just kind of what I'm doing here. So I've only used 2 shades so far, and I will say there's only this one is a matte, but that's, you know, it's so light I can really only use it to probably like put over my primer, or maybe to add in the inner corner of brow bone. BackTalk is that first pink shade that I used that looked really nice, and then WTF is a really nice warm brown. But those are the only mattes in there, so it kind of makes it a little bit like challenging for me. I'm actually gonna pick up just a little bit of BackTalk actually and blend that into the crease, but I am gonna use some shimmers on my my lower lash line and then also on my inner corner. But definitely, you know, I just want to let you guys know that, of course, this is first impression. I'm very curious about the face shades as well, but that's what I'm going to do with the eyes right now, and I'll come back and add in a few more shadows in a bit. Since I am doing something a little bit more simple with the shadows, I am going to do a winged liner. I've been trying out this new liner from Sigma for the past week now, and I'm so excited about it. Sigma Wicked Gel Liner was one of my favorites for such a long time, but I've really kind of stepped away from gel liners, so I don't use it as much. Well, they finally came out with 2 new liners. One is a liquid pen, and then this is a pencil, and I am so excited about that news, and these are really, really good. So I'm gonna create my wing with the liquid pen liner. That is what I prefer for my wings. You can see it has a nice sharp edge here. It is very black. It's very black, it's matte. As one swipe, I think I was coughing while I did that, so let me do that again so you can actually see it. Hello. But it's super, super black, and it stays so well. I get so excited when I find a good eyeliner because I only really have one liquid liner that I've gone on and repurchased. So when I started trying this one and I really liked it, I was like, yes. Like I said, I've been using this one for about a week, and I would recommend it. It's $14 from Sigma. The pencil is also really good. It's really nice for the waterline. I'll be using this one as well. It stays really well in the waterline also. I mean, look at that. Like, that's crazy. It's very creamy, shows up in the waterline super well. This one is $11. I am a Sigma affiliate. I did get these sent for me from Sigma. If you purchase with my code, which is Samantha at Sigma, I do make a commission, so I wanted to let you know that. But I've been super excited over these. So it's easier for me to do my wing liner off camera. Last time I did a Get Ready With Me, I did it on camera. It was challenging, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop off camera and do my liner. I have my liner on, and then I also decided to add some lashes. I really wasn't sure what I was doing with this look. Like I said, I just kind of was like, I just want to film this right now. So I didn't have a whole lot planned, but I did put on some lashes. They're from Morphe. I'll have them linked in my description box as always, but I'm going to pause on the eyes for a second, and I'm going to work on my face. So I wanted to try this Revlon Photo Ready InstaFilter foundation. I've tried it one time so far, and I wasn't really sure what I thought. So I want to give it another try. I have the shade Natural Beige. I did get a PR package from Revlon, and it came with a bunch of these foundations, and I was curious to try it out because these are like $18 for a drugstore foundation, and I was like, I want to see if that is really worth it. The like applicator is very crazy. I know that you do have to shake it and then twist it up, and the first time I was using it, I kept twisting it. It was like I was getting such little product out, but once you shake it, then you can get it to come out. So when I used it for the first time, I remember using my Smashbox, the Primerizer primer, and I was like, ooh, I'm giving this foundation an unfair advantage because that primer is awesome, and it looks like any foundation that I use that primer, I feel like it looks fantastic. So I was like, should I use that primer? But I was going out, so I was like, well, I still want my skin to look nice. But even then, I didn't love how the foundation looked, so I was kind of surprised. But I want to try it with this one. This has been kind of my go-to primer this week. This is the Flower in Your Prime Pore Minimizing Primer. You can tell that I obviously, my skin is not very impressed with me lately, not impressed with my sleeping schedule or my eating schedule. It just happens. I mean, when I'm so busy, like how I am right now, and stressed about a lot of different things, this is what happens. And not drinking enough water. I don't even know if I had a glass of water yesterday, and I was really disappointed with myself. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this primer. You twist it up, there's what it looks like. So I just kind of like dotted it on my face. I'm not sure this is the best shade match for me either. And then I kind of blended it out with the applicator, but I'm not sure like I really love that. So I have a Sigma brush here next to me as well. I don't know, it just kind of feels strange. So I felt like when I used it the first time that it just didn't really do much for my skin, and it looked pretty dry, which surprised me. Like, I do have dry skin right now, but especially using that primerizer, it usually makes my skin look pretty nice and hydrated. So I was surprised that my skin looked so dry. I think it kind of just makes my skin look kind of like flat and a little dull. I don't know. Have you guys tried this one from Revlon? Like, I'm just not feeling it. And those are two of my favorite primers. You guys can let me know. What do you think? Do you like it? Do you not? But yeah, still not my favorite. I'll try it a few more times, but still not my favorite. Okay, because I am having some skin issues, that's when I come in with the Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer. This is a full coverage, and it's pretty bomb. Not only do I enjoy it for under my eyes, but for like covering up blemishes, it's just like no joke, man. Like, it really is just no joke. So it is a more of a drier formula. So I work one eye, then the other eye, and then I hide anything that needs to be hidden. We are all concealed up with the All Nighter concealer. I'm going to do contour, bronzer, and then also my brows off camera because I don't have anything like new for them. And then we're gonna jump back into the BackTalk palette to finish off the eyes and also try out the blush and the highlight shades. Brows and bronzer are on, and I can see like my dry patches over here. I don't know if that Revlon foundation is good for people with dry skin. Finish off the eyes, so I am going to use the Sigma eyeliner pencil and just pop that into my waterline. So it's really pigmented, really creamy, and it doesn't take me anything to glide it along the waterline, which I think is fantastic. I'm so excited about these. I'm that person that gets excited about eyeliner, okay? I made a whole video on overlooked makeup products and included eyeliner in there because I'm a big fan of eyeliner. So now we get to go back into the BackTalk palette. I wanna try this WTF, the matte brown. I wanna see what that one's about. So I'm going to smudge that along the lower lash line. Put it pretty close to the lash line. It did seem pretty pigmented when I swatched it, and I don't know, it's showing up really well. So maybe I'll put some of this one right here, which is called Attitude. I almost said Altitude. Whoa. I'm gonna smudge that one on the lower lash line as well. And then I'm gonna pick up some of Curve, which is the third shade, and I'm going to put that into the inner corner. I only used a few shades. I'm telling you, my eyeshadow technique is typically pretty simple. So that's gonna do it for the eye look. Again, pretty simple, but I'm pretty happy with all of the shades that I use. I thought they were coming across pigmented, blendable. I didn't have any issues with them, so I'm excited to keep trying it out. The only thing that I kind of worry about with this one is, will I get like enough diverse looks with it? Like some of these, like I wish there was one more colorful matte. I really like BackTalk, and I do like WTF, and I'm glad it's in there, but I wish there was one more like a purple or pink type of matte shade. And then like these two are both pretty light, and I wish maybe one of them was, you know, something a little bit more different, colorful shimmer wise. So I'll need to definitely play around with it and just see what are all the different types of looks that I can come up with this palette. But so far, first impression wise, I'm pretty happy with it. I don't have any complaints at the moment for the eyeshadow part. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip it, and then I'm going to play with these face shades, which I'm super excited about. So Double Take was the one that I was talking about in my swatches that I felt like swatched pretty sheer. So that's the one that I want to use as my blush shade. Again, it's not necessarily terrible to me if a blush swatches more sheer, because I would rather be able to build my blush up than come across as a clown right away, but we're gonna try that one. I feel like that's showing up really well. So I hit it twice in the blush and then tapped off the excess, but I feel like that showed up pretty darn well. So for the highlight, I'm gonna try this one right here, which is Party Foul. See how this highlight is. Ooh, that's pretty. I'm a big fan of Urban Decay highlights, but they're also kind of hit or miss for me. Ooh, that's really pretty. But so far, so good for this one. I feel like it's showing a lot of texture over here on this side, which I don't always get a ton of, and it honestly makes me wonder if maybe the Revlon foundation is playing into this. I feel like those face shades showed up really well for me. I have no complaints about those. Really wanted to play with it today and just bust into it and see kind of like my first thoughts. So that's, you know, my first impression and demo with the BackTalk palette. Stay tuned. I'll definitely be reviewing it. Oh, pretty excited about this. I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face with the Urban Decay Chill Spray just because I feel like that foundation is like drying on me. I want some hydration back into my skin. And to finish off the look, I have this new guy here. This is from Revlon. It's the Kiss Plumping Lip Crème. I just got this in the PR package as well. The shade I picked out is in Cashmere Crème. And this is what it looks like. These are $9.99 on the Ulta website. It says it's supposed to plump lips, especially over time. It has like a cooling sensation to it. So I thought I would go ahead and give this a try. So you just squeeze it up like so. I'm not really enjoying this. I'm not really enjoying this at the moment. What is this? I don't feel like that looks good in the slightest. Oh no. I think this lip creme is like a really big fail actually. Oh no. Like it applied really like gloppy is the word that's coming to my mind, and it's very sheer and it's not cute at all. Like when you move it, it basically like disappears. I can feel the tingling sensation. It's not like too overwhelming, but like that's not cute. That's not cute at all. I would not wear this. I'm gonna wipe this off. No. Let's try an Urban Decay lipstick instead. This is a newer one to me. This is Stark Naked, and it's one of the Comfort Matte finishes. I'm gonna try this one instead because that was not flattering. Much better. Thank you, Urban Decay. I got hot because I've been sitting here for almost 3 hours filming this, so I took my jacket off. But this is the final look, and I'm pretty, like for the most part, I'm overall pretty excited about it. Besides that lipstick being so horrible. Has anyone tried those Revlons? I have a couple other shades. I'll pull them out and try them just to make sure maybe it's like not that one, but man, that was really bizarre. And again, the Revlon foundation isn't my absolute favorite, but I feel like I made it work, and it really helps, especially when I feel like a foundation is too drying. It really helps to just spray the crap out of my face. So that Urban Decay spray really helped. But I like the way that the eye look it came out. I know it's so simple, but for me, I'm just a simple gal. I'm just a simple gal, but I really like the way that the eye look came out. I think it looks so pretty, and I love, look at that highlight. Look at that. You looking? I see you looking. I think it looks really nice. So again, that was my first impression with the BackTalk palette. Take it with a grain of salt. Let me keep trying it. Let me actually review this guy because I'm definitely going to, because I'm very excited with everything that I've tried out, both swatches and now putting it on my face. I'm really happy about it. So that is the final look for my Get Ready With Me. I feel like it was so long ago that I talked about the color science, but that product will also be linked down below, as well as the code if you wanted to try it out for yourself and get a free mascara. Hopefully the photos helped and the demo helped, so you can see why I was actually really excited to talk about that product and how much it has been helping me lately. So again, a big thank you to Color Science for sponsoring that part of the video. I appreciate it so much. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate the support and the love so much. You guys are the biggest reason why we didn't have to cancel our birthday vacation, why we still get to take this trip that we've had planned for such a long time, and I'm so freaking grateful for that. So thank you guys. But thank you guys so much. I truly appreciate it. But let me know what you thought of all of the products that I used, what has your attention, what got you excited. Have you already purchased the BackTalk palette? What do you think of it? I would love to know. But as always, if you guys did enjoy this video and enjoyed getting ready with me, I hope that you'll give this one a thumbs up. I hope that you'll also consider subscribing before you go, and I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video.